Hi everyone. Today I am going to tell you the story from Vatrisha Simhasana and Vikramaditya. Of course, once again the same thing. And the name of the story is A Taste of Gratitude. So let me begin the story. Once again, King Bhoja tried to ascend the throne. At that time, another statuette came out and said, "O King Bhoja, one who has Vikramaditya's sense of gratitude for favors received only may sit upon this throne." And immediately King Bhoja asked what was his gratitude like, and the statuette began the story of Vikramaditya in front of all the courtiers. She said, "Long ago, a learned Brahmin lived in the city of Ujjaini. His wife was virtuous, but she was not happy because she didn't have a son. So one day, the lady asked her husband, 'Oh Lord, you know so many things. Please tell me why I do not have a son.' Then the Brahmin said, 'Oh dear, listen to me. One can earn wealth with due effort, but cannot obtain a son or name or fame without the grace of Lord Shiva.' Then immediately his wife said, 'Then let both of us pray to God Shiva so that we can be blessed with a son.' Then the Brahmin thought for a while, and he thought about the ancient saying that one should not accept poison from someone even if he is a learned, nor take bad advices merely because he is full in years. But one should take the nectar even from a yokel, and good words even from a child." The Brahmin was quite learned, so that is why immediately he didn't accept his wife's words. But he thought about it, and then he accepted the suggestion of his wife. Then both this Brahmin and his wife prayed to God with heart, and at last Goddess Parvati and Kartikeya, they both appeared before the Brahmin in his dream, and they asked him to perform the rituals fast of Saturday. They did it, and at last they were blessed with a son. The Brahmin and the lady both were very happy. They named the son as Devadatta, and the Brahmin performed all the rituals. For example, his rice setting ceremony, his tonsure, his thread ceremony, everything. Then when the boy came to age of 16, he got him married and asked him to settle down in livelihood. Then the Brahmin thought that this is time for us to go for pilgrimage. So he came to his son before parting and said, "Oh dear son, listen to me and my few advices. Just remember, never forsake, and these advices will help you in this and the next world. So, never forsake your duties even if you are in extreme difficulties, and have compassion to all creatures. Never argue with a stranger, or never quarrel with the powerfuls." Then he said, "Do not covet your covet other men's wives. Like this, he gave so many advices for the benefit of his welfare of his son. Then both of them departed from their son and went back to Varanasi. The son Devadatta, he settled down in that city Ujjaini and lived his life. One day Devadatta was cutting woods in the hillside forest for a fire sacrifice. At that time, King Vikramaditya went to hunt with his men and to the same forest, and he saw a mighty boar. He then chased the boar. During this process, he was separated from his retinue, and also he lost his way. He was very much worried, and at that time he saw Devadatta was collecting the firewoods. He then immediately came to Devadatta and asked the way to city. Devadatta not only pointed out the way, he also offered him some fruits and water. And he accompanied him to the city capital, himself marching forward. The king was very happy. A long time passed. Once King Vikramaditya mentioned the good turn done to him by the Brahmin in the court. The people, the courtiers and the other people, those who were present there, were surprised. And the king said, "How can I repay my debt to Devadatta? He showed me the way to the capital and also saved my life from the depth of a forest. How can I repay his debt?" So people thought, how good is this king? He never forgets a kindness done to him. What a good king is Vikramaditya is. Time passed, and this statement of Vikramaditya came to Devadatta. He heard about this, and he thought that whether the king said just like that or he's really so good, let me test his heart. So Devadatta one day, without anybody's knowledge, somehow he managed and abducted the prince, son of Vikramaditya, and hid him in his own house. Few days later, he sent some ornaments of the prince to the market to sell with one of his servants. And here everybody was worried about the prince, and they thought that the thief abducted the prince and killed him. While even Vikramaditya himself sent the officer for searching his son. And when the officers came to know about the prince's ornaments in servant's hand, they immediately asked, "Who sent you?" Then the man said, "I am Devadatta's servant. He has given me these ornaments to sell in the market." Then immediately the officers went and informed to King Vikramaditya. At last, King Vikramaditya summoned Devadatta. Devadatta came and he hung his head as if he is in fear. He said nothing. Vikramaditya asked him so many questions, but he kept silent. After a while, he said, "O king, I abducted your son and killed him for the sake of money." Then Vikramaditya was absolutely stunned. But when the other courtiers and people heard about this, they screamed aloud, "Kill this man, treacherous man. Grind him in the oil mill." Someone said, "Cut him into 9 pieces and throw him." Like this, they gave their suggestions. But Vikramaditya didn't listen to the comments of his courtiers. Very politely, he said, "Sir, you saved my life. You helped me and showed me the way to the capital and saved my life. And I think this one is a very small, it will be a very small recompense. Where would be my kingdom? And where indeed my son? So you did the good turn you have done to me. I can never forget. So don't worry about all these things." And Vikramaditya, instead of giving punishment, he very humbly said, I still remain indebted to you. Please accept some of my gifts and go without any tension. And the people looked at the king. At that time, this Devadatta thought for a while, really, a king should be like this. Then he, after few minutes, he brought back the prince to the court. Looking at the prince, Vikramaditya was also astonished. He said, "What is this? Why did you do all this?" Then Devadatta said, "O king, I heard about you, and you said every time that how would I repay the debt of Devadatta. That is why I wanted to taste your heart, and you proved it in yourself. It is proved in yourself. I don't have to see anything anymore. Your Majesty, you are kind to the whole world without having any ulterior motive. I am really pleased. God bless you." Then Vikramaditya said, "O Devadatta, if a person forgets an act of kindness, then he is the basest of men. How can I forget the kindness you had shown to me?" Then Devadatta again said, "Your Majesty, you are truly the best of the best. You are the most honorable king on this earth." Looking at their conversation, the courtiers screamed, "Oh, the world upholds these two," or it may be said, "these two upholds the world. One is engrossed in doing kindness, and one who never forgets kindness done to him. O King Vikramaditya, you are the best one." After saying this, the statuette asked, "O King Bhoja, did you hear the story I said? This is the sense of gratitude, of favor received, and this is King Vikramaditya. Can you be like him?" This one is the story. And next I will tell you the next story tomorrow. Thank you so much.